All right, guys, so today we are taking a look at a case that actually has the camera control button covered, and it works really, really well. Just like Apple's silicone case, just like Apple's clear case, today's case has an excellent camera control button. And of course, we are talking about the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, the price on this one is going to be $29.99, so it's under $30. It is on Amazon. They're always running sales and coupons. Of course, all links will be down in the description below, and it does come in a few different colors, which we do have a couple of them here, and we will take a look at that. So, taking a look at the packaging, very simple, always basic packaging from Spigen. Nothing crazy. You get the logo, you get a picture of the case, iPhone 6.9-inch Ultra Hybrid T, a little more information there. So, let's take a look. Now, you just pull this little tab here, kind of get it out of there, and all you get is this just little plastic sleeve. So we're going to go ahead and take that off, and boom, here we go. And this is going to be that white version. So taking a look at the back, you are going to get this polycarbonate material here on the back of it, and you do see your MagSafe magnet as well as the alignment magnet here. And of course, you are going to get your camera bump right there. Now, taking a look at the inside, of course, that same polycarbonate material, fingerprint magnet, but you are going to get your MagSafe magnet there and your alignment magnet here. Now, we will wipe the case down. I know it looks a little ugly right now. And taking a look at the sides, you're getting TPU going all the way around the inside of the case, and you're also getting Spigen's air cushion technology in all of the corners. Hopefully that can be picked up a little bit on camera right there. It's clear, so it's kind of hard to tell. But you get these little squares right here on the inside of the case on each corner, and that's going to help you with that drop protection. So that is nice that you are getting a little bit more protection with this case. Now, this case is not one of those clear cases that will not yellow. Unfortunately, the Spigen Ultra Hybrid series pretty much always is going to yellow, at least the clear one. We do have the black frosted in-house as well. We'll take a look at that in a second. That one will not yellow, but the clear one will. However, for 30 bucks, right now I know there's a 5% coupon on Amazon, but a lot of the time they're way cheaper. A lot of the time there's bigger coupons. Pick up a couple of these. If you're a clear case lover, grab one for your everyday use, and then when you're going out, when you're dressing up, boom, put on a different one that's nice, fresh, crispy, clear like this, and you'll be good to go. But taking a look at how much this thing weighs, let's go ahead and bring over our scale here and see. So we are looking at 40 grams on this one. So it's not the heaviest case in the world, not the lightest. You definitely do not feel the weight of this at all. It is very, very comfortable to hold. The only issue I have with it is that it is a hair slippery. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Not the biggest deal in the world. Now, moving along to our caliper, let's go ahead and check out that thickness real quick. So starting from front to back, we are looking at 11.2 millimeters thick. And then from inside to outside, we're looking at 2.7 millimeters thick. So definitely not the thickest case in the world. Like I said, you really don't feel the size and the weight of this case. You will be just fine. Now, before we take our 16 Pro Max in there, let's give this a little wipe down on the inside. Make sure there's no fingerprints, no dust, nothing weird. And let's go ahead and put in our natural titanium 16 Pro Max. Love this thing. So putting it on here, let's listen out for that click. Oh, one side, two sides. So you are going to get a pretty nice click on here. It is a very nice and tight fit on there. So you definitely don't have to worry about this coming off of your phone if you drop your phone. Now, taking a look at those corners. One, good one. 2, 3, 4. All 4 corners have a very, very nice tight click on there. So this thing is going to fit really well. Again, no issues if you drop this. It's not going to just bounce and take your case off of the phone. You will be just fine with that. Now, looking at the sides, of course, this is going to be that TPU material. So it's going to have some give around the sides. The buttons are going to be a little bit more loose than what I would like, but again, TPU, it's a clear TPU material. However, you don't have to worry about this deforming. You can sit here and kind of pull it around and it will be just fine. Bottom is pretty decent. Top is a little bit tighter than the bottom. I would like to see the bottom get a little tighter here. And that camera control button is very nice and tight. So you'll absolutely be good. This is not one of those cases that you'll sit here and potentially break your camera control button or break the TPU around it just for messing with it or clicking it. You will be just fine with this case. So let's see that screen and that camera lip protection. So Starting off with the screen, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector, and yeah, you're gonna get a decent screen lip. So you can definitely set this down on a lot of surfaces and be good to go without having to worry about it scratching up your screen. And then taking a look at that camera bump, you are going to get a nice proper camera bump right there, as well as these 3 little legs on here. So if you do set this down on its back, it shouldn't, if it's on a flat surface, it should not scratch up the back of your case as well. And of course, it's going to protect your camera ring. Now, it is going to wobble just a little bit. So if that bothers you, this is one of those things that you may want to look into. But if you want a case that doesn't wobble a lot, there's really only one so far that I've tried out. Doesn't wobble at all, and that's the D-Brand Grip. But that's a very different case than this one. So anyways, like I said, all around good fit. You got good camera protection, good screen protection. So how does it feel in the hand? This thing is really, really comfortable to hold, except for the fact it's a little bit slippery. Not the biggest deal in the world. I have yet to drop this, no issues. It's not a pinky destroyer if you hold your phone like this, which, by the way, take a look at that. I think that looks really, really good. What do you guys think? I think the natural titanium with that white around there, looks good. Looks very, very good. Loving this. So yeah, super comfortable to hold. That back is a little bit slippery. The TPU sides do make up for it a little bit, but I would like to see maybe a little bit of like texture on there, maybe a couple little like dot pattern or ridges, something to give it just a little bit more grip. But other than that, you're pretty much good to go on that. Now, let's take a look around the sides. Starting off at the top, you are completely closed in, and here it does say air cushion technology right there. On the left-hand side, you are completely closed in with your action button, your volume up and down, and the rest of it is closed. You do get a little Spigen logo right there. Now let's listen to how those buttons sound. Camera control. Very nice. I absolutely love having that button, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at the bottom here. On the bottom, you are going to get that accurate microphone and speaker cutout, as well as a very nice wide open USB Type-C port. So let's go ahead and bring over our cable here, plug that in. We are charging, and yeah, you're gonna get a very nice open USB Type-C port. So when you are using your thicker head cables, you'll have no issues right there. And then moving along to the right-hand side, you are going to be completely closed in. You do get a lanyard loop right there, which this does not come with a lanyard, so that is something to note. Of course, you're gonna get that very nice camera control button right there, and the rest of it is closed in, including your power button. Now, the buttons on here do have little air slits. They are not standalone buttons. They have the little air slits on all of them, but you have no issues with the click at all with that. So let's see that camera control, the main attraction. So of course you click it once, there you go, you are open. And some other cases do have that camera control button as well, but they are not as sensitive as the Apple case, which is something that I make kind of a big deal about, because if you're gonna do it, which I understand companies didn't have it, the phone, until it came out and everything like that, I totally get that. And I appreciate some companies making the effort to get that camera control button as soon as they can. But with some of them, they're not as sensitive as the Apple ones. However, the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T is excellent. Just as sensitive, works just the same as the Apple one. So let's see how that is. Now we can go here, sit here and zoom in, zoom out, and there's no issues with the click. Let me go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Boom, we'll take that picture right there. Let's see how that turned out. There we go. Very nice, excellent button. You're not gonna have any sort of really hard clicks that you have to press. The half press where you can switch between the different modes and zoom in, zoom out, do all the different controls, that works perfectly. The full click to get the picture works perfectly. This is an excellent, excellent button. And you get a full coverage case, unlike Apple's. So let's go ahead and take a look at the black one, and we'll do the MagSafe test and all that. So let's go ahead and pop this off. And like I said, very, very stiff fit on there. It is going to look very good. Let's go ahead and bring over the black frosted. Now, it is also going to come in graphite, which I'll pop a picture up right here. That way you guys can see it. But this is the black frosted. This last year was one of my favorite frosted cases. This year they made a few changes. Not the biggest fan of one of the changes, which I'll show you guys in a second, but let's go ahead and pop it open. Now, I left all the plastic on this one just for you guys so we can peel it off together, get that nice little satisfying peel. So we'll go ahead and pull that up. And here we go. So the black frosted, this one is not going to yellow at all. Of course, the sides of it are black. Everything is black and frosted. So you will be good to go. A little bit of a different look, but still looks very good. And still, I really, really like the way this one is. So let's go ahead and give that little peel. Let's start off with the back. Not as satisfying as I would have hoped. I wanted to hear that little like that little sound effect. But anyways, let's try this inside one. That's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and slap our iPhone in here and see how that looks real quick. So like I said, very tight fit. And yeah, what do you guys think about that? That's the Natty on top of the black frosted Spigen Ultra Hybrid T. Real quick, let's look at the sides just so you guys can see how different it looks compared to the other one. And the biggest difference is going to be that camera control button right there. On the white one, on the clear one or white one, whatever you want to call it, it is white. On this one, it's black, so it's like a little bit more incognito with this case. And of course, works the exact same, literally no difference at all. Everything is very, very nice. Go ahead and take that little picture right there. You can see my messy desk, leave me alone, and you will be just fine. So, MagSafe, let's talk about it. Now, on the back of this one, it is more of a frosted style, and you can feel that, whereas this one, it's just that regular polycarbonate. Let's see if the MagSafe, especially with the Apple MagSafe wallet, is any different. So, bringing it over, let's check it out on here. Animation, and frosted is absolutely leather and fine woven wallet approved. You have no issues with this slipping off. You do have to give it a little bit of force there. Now, moving along to our Apple MagSafe battery pack. Attach that. There we go. Animation. And let's shake it. Shake it as hard as you can. Shake it like you want some answers from it, like it owes you money, like you're mad at it. Shake it as hard as you can, and you are good to go. Of course, you have no issues. I know I just probably took a whole bunch of pictures, but either way, just fine. Look at this. It is perfectly fine with all of your MagSafe accessories. And of course, the Anchor 623 is going to be no different. You are going to be good to go. You do have to give it a pretty good shake of the wrist for that to come off, up and down, no problems. Now going to our 360-degree rotation test, go ahead and type a text, type an email, get on Twitter, get on YouTube, get on TikTok, get on Instagram, which by the way, make sure you guys are following me on my socials on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. All those links are down in the description below. You can definitely catch me on there a lot. But anyways, going over, ooh, that was a very nice and stiff rotation right there. Going over to our landscape mode, get on YouTube, watch your favorite Brian's Tech video, go ahead and rewind, fast forward, play, pause, click around, and you are just fine. Now, before we go back to the clear one, let's give this a little, one more, there we go. Yeah, pretty much the same fit all the way around. You will be good to go. For the most part, those corners, same. Everything's the same about this one except the color. So one thing I do want to, the color actually and the material on the back, I mean, they're both polycarbonate, but this has that frosted coating. But I do want to check out, before I let you guys go and give you my final thoughts, I do want to check out the MagSafe wallet with the white one. So let's go ahead and bring that back over here. Attach that. That was a good click onto there. And let's see. Oh yeah, just fine. Leather, fine woven, wallet approved, no problems. Even with the Apple MagSafe wallet, this thing isn't moving an inch. You are going to be just fine. You gotta definitely give that a little bit of force to get that off. So what are my thoughts on the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T for the 16 Pro Max? Do I recommend it? Yes, absolutely. Definitely pick one of these up. In my opinion, the black frosted is definitely the way to go. You're not getting any yellowing. Super strong MagSafe. I love that the button is incognito right there. But if you want to show off that color of your phone, you don't want any frosted material or anything, you absolutely can't go wrong with this one. You will be just fine. It's very comfortable to hold. If you're somebody who absolutely despises that cutout and you need a button, look no further than the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T. You will not be disappointed. Now, the one change they did make with the black frosted from last year is the sides. The sides on last year's weren't this translucent TPU. They were a little bit more durable, so I would have appreciated that a little bit better than these. I think that one would have been a little more protective. It would have lasted a good bit longer, but this still isn't the worst change in the world. I'm not mad at it. I just do wish that we had that old black frosted style case for the 16 Pro Max. and I feel like the actual frosting on it was a little bit darker. That way it did look a little bit more black. But that's just nitpicking. It's still an excellent case. Go ahead and check these out for yourself and let me know what you think about them. So yeah, let me know down below, guys. Do you have the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T? Have you ever tried it for the 16 Pro Max? I really have been liking it. This is going to absolutely be in my rotation. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a really, really long way for me. It allows me to make these videos for you guys. If you guys want to see another case that also has the camera control button, it's not as sensitive as this one, but it's definitely going to be a little bit more protective, and it has a whole bunch of different color options, I'll leave that video right here. If you guys want to see another great Spigen case that I've really been enjoying, and that's the Enzo Aramid, I'll leave that one right there.